It's annoying, but it's a bot, and it cannot go on any longer. Hang it up, flat screen. I would have dragged you regardless. Hi you guys, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to make a video I never thought I would be making. I cannot believe I have fallen in love with this TV show the way that I have. And the TV show that I am talking about is The Sex Lives of College Girls. Now bear with, the award for worst name given to a TV show that is actually very good is The Sex Lives of College Girls. The name of this show should just be College Girls. It should just be College Girls. I don't know what Mindy Kaling was thinking when she added the sex lives of college, like the sex lives of the sex lives, because you already know what the flack is going to be. Now, do I believe you should see this and be like, oh my gosh, I can't watch this show. It says the sex lives of, like, no, you shouldn't be that way. But we know, folks, we know there are some people who are very like, I don't want sex on my TV shows. Like, there's too much vulgarity, da-da-da-da-da-da. So I just think to appeal to a wider audience, maybe that's what Mindy Kaling should have done. She should have, like, toned it down on the name, but it doesn't matter. So I came into this with pretty good expectations. I've liked pretty much everything that Mindy Kaling has put her name on. I didn't love Four Weddings. A lot of people didn't watch Four Weddings. I didn't enjoy Four Weddings the way I heard some people enjoyed it. Like, it just was. But most of the time, I love everything that Mindy Kaling puts her name on. The Mindy Project, I love the Mindy Project. I cannot lie. Once it got canceled, I never watched the day after that when it went on to Hulu. No, I never watched after that. So I honestly don't even know how the Mindy Project ended, but I 100% liked it when it was on TV. So I came into this like, I trust Mindy Kaling. I trust Mindy Kaling. And overall, I had a very enjoyable experience. Now, I will say nothing is perfect. Everything comes with flaws. And the flaws that The Sex Lives of College Girls has is the flaws I see in a lot of Mindy Kaling projects. Like, it's just maybe me and Mindy Kaling just don't fundamentally agree about what is comedy, what is good storytelling, what is good representation. That is what I feel like maybe my disagreements with some of the things in the show fall. But let's get on into it. Number one, I want to discuss the cast. Like, the cast of this show is so excellent. In a world where people just put people on a show because they are attractive people, now I have no problem with that. Unfortunately, y'all gonna drag me. I love Outer Banks on Netflix. Y'all know that. Nothing but pretty people. Pretty people. Some can act, some cannot. It's just pretty people on screen at the beach. And it doesn't take away my enjoyment of it. But I enjoy that with The Sex Lives of College Girls. Everyone is bringing it. From top to bottom, everyone is so excellent. Like, I've never seen side characters be so damn funny. Side characters who don't waste a 1 minute of screen time. Like, Mindy Kaling says you got 1 minute and they do what they can with that 1 minute. It's just like they are so good at it. And then they have to do so many things. They have to deliver the comedy, then be able to do drama, and then still be able to seem like they like know each other, still come across as friends, like people growing a friendship. And it's really hard to do all of these things for one show, and all of them are delivering every single episode. Like, I believe the show is the strongest and you get the most, this feels good when our four main characters are all together. You just feel like from the episode 1 to the 10th episode, it feels like they've gone through about a semester of college. And I don't even know if it's been a semester, but it feels like they've gone through time. Like, it feels like this is a friendship growing amongst people, and that's what I love. Instead of having them be like mean to each other the whole season, or one person being an outcast, instead of doing what people have already done when it comes to these types of shows, it had them slowly gain each other's trust, slowly gain each other's care, and that's what I love the most about it. So I think the episodes are at its strongest when you just get scenes of the four of them showing that they are growing to care for one another, and it's not beaten over the head. They're not all saying we're lifelong friends, but I love how you get moments of they go to the dining hall together. And my favorite thing about them going to the dining hall together is sometimes it'll just be two of them at the dining hall. Sometimes it'll be three of them at the dining hall and a random person, or to just be like, I love that is so like realistic. Like, we all don't go to the dining hall every single day together and discuss our tea, but every now and then we all are able to sit at the table and discuss what's going on with everybody. I love it so much. To me, this is a very authentic version, the friendship aspect, a very authentic version of how it is to be a first semester freshman in college at a big institution. So that is what I love the most. The cast is just amazing, like just amazing. No one is just bad at acting. Like, you're looking at this and it's just like, you must have knew somebody. You must have knew the cast and director. Is Mindy Kaling your auntie? Like, you're not looking like, oh, they hired you because you were cute. Or you can just tell that everyone is there and they deserve to be there. Like, they're good at it. So let's get into the show. I feel like everyone wants to get into the character breakdown. And when I get into the character breakdowns, I can discuss how I feel about each and every character. I 100% am supposed to be doing my makeup in this video, so I guess I should do that. I kind of don't want to anymore, but I guess I should do that. So anyways, so starting off with Kimberly. Kimberly is our girl from a small white town who is full of microaggressions, and she just doesn't have any like real world experience. So she's very book smart, but no street smart. And college is kind of her step out of her small little town that she is from. Y'all are gonna drag me, but I love me some Kimberly Finkel. Pauline Chalamet plays her to a T. It shocked me when I got on TikTok and I saw that a lot of y'all don't like this girl. That blew my mind, because I think she is an amazing character, because I think she plays it well. Like, I feel like Kimberly could be like annoying, but she is annoying, but she's a loving annoying. Like, she's not trying to be annoying. And then I think because they allow her to still have a little bit of sense, it's not annoying. Like, yes, she seems to be naive and she seems to not know what's going on, but because she does have that book smart to her, she's able to keep up. She's able to, I feel like once she's been proven to be naive, she makes up for it. Like, she's not making the same stupid mistakes over and over again. She listens to her roommates. And so let's get into Kimberly's storyline. So quickly, Kimberly is thrown into the storyline that she's not keeping up in her French class. She's not keeping up with her in her French class. And so she decides that she is going to get Leighton's brother, Nico, to help her tutor in French. And she already has a crush on Nico. She met Nico at a fraternity party that was his fraternity's party. And off the bat, favorite storyline. I love Nico and Kimberly. Like, that initial moment where she gets like beer spilled on her and they like talk and he asks about what's going. I loved it to death. We're gonna get on Nico just right here because Nico's here. Charisma. Nico could be such the like dumb frat boy jock like guy. He could be that easily, but the guy who plays Nico does such an incredible job at adding so much like depth to him. Like, he still has that fuckboy energy. So when you get to the end of his arc for this season, you see it, you're like, you seem like the type. But he plays the character with so much charisma. The way it doesn't seem like he's just trying to sleep with Kimberly. He genuinely cares about what Kimberly is trying to say. He genuinely likes Leighton's friends, the roommate. Like, he just seems like a good guy. I'm so sorry. He plays Nico with so much finesse, so much such a good energy. I don't have the words, but Nico has such an energy that I love about his character. Back to Kimberly. And so now, is it realistic that a Kimberly type would get a Nico type? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. And I think that's what some people really harbor on. Like, Nico would never like Kimberly. Like, shut up. No one would ever like you, ugly hoe. Like, I like them. I think that they are cute. I really enjoy. My favorite episode of the entire season is the parents weekend. I don't know how other people feel about that episode, but I love that episode to death. Them all being at the dinner table, and I related so hard to the whole being in college and not having as much money as other people have in college. And so you go out to dinner with your friends and you're like, oh my gosh, this stuff is so expensive. How are y'all paying for this type of stuff? And I just loved it so much. I loved Leighton trying to help out Kimberly, and that's what I love about this. No moment is forced. By the end, Kimberly and Leighton are really close, and I love how the seeds have been planted there. They go through something and realize they trust one another. I love that episode so freaking much. But overall, I think Kimberly is fantastic. I think Kimberly is absolutely fantastic. I think Kimberly had the best storylines. It was just a 10 out of 10 for me on Kimberly Finkel. Anything else I want to make over for Kimberly Finkel, but I gotta be honest with you. Kimberly's little cut, her little cut that is choppy as hell, her little cut grew on me in the end. In the end, I thought the cut was cute. We just gotta get better clothes, but I don't think nobody can dress. I think Whitney probably dresses the best, but look at her competition. Anyway, let's move on to Leighton. Out of the 4 girls, Leighton's growing on me. I love Leighton. I love all the characters, but Leighton, at first I would have put, before these last 2 episodes that went up, I will put Leighton on my least favorite characters in the show. But now Leighton's moving on up. I think Bella would be my the one, if I had to choose, I like the least. So Leighton is our closeted bisexual, our closeted bisexual or gay, whatever. We don't know yet. We don't know much about Leighton. But when we first meet Leighton, Leighton finds out that her girlies from back home don't want to be roommates with her because she is entirely too much. And so that is how she gets in the dorm, in the suite that she is in with our 3 other main characters. Leighton, to me, I didn't like the closeted storyline. Not because I don't like a closeted storyline. I actually do. It was just boring. I'm not even gonna lie. And we can pull Alicia in here. I've heard people say Alicia and Leighton didn't have chemistry. And I don't know if I agree with that. I think they had chemistry. You could tell the actresses in real life work they bonded, they seem to have liked each other, and it showed across on screen. I just think it was maybe too, I don't know, let's get on Alicia the character. Like I said, she was just a little boring to me. She was just a little one note. And because she was so one note, you knew exactly how their arc was going to be, end and begin. Begin and end. From the beginning, I knew they were going to get together. And I knew by the end, Alicia was going to be upset because she was going to be upset that she was being kept a secret. Like, I knew exactly how that arc was going to end, so it just didn't add any intrigue to me. Like, I knew the minute Leighton had to work at the student center, she was gonna like being at the student center eventually. Now, I did enjoy the fact that once her time was done at the student center, she's like never going back except to help Bella. I appreciate that they're still kind of keeping some notes to Leighton's character, but I fear a little bit, like, I want Leighton to have more to do. I want more depth for Leighton. Because another thing, this might come across the show, I don't know if Leighton has any real flaws necessarily. She's the perfect friend. Like, yeah, being in the closet is not a flaw. Like, the thing she's going through with Alicia is just because she's closeted, right? It's not because she has any, like, imagine being from her world and like knowing that you're queer, right? So I don't think that's a flaw. And then she's not really mean anymore. She says snarky things and like they're amazing, but it's like I want Leighton to have more to her personality, because Leighton's already like a fully actualized person outside of her sexuality. Like, we don't get anything about Leighton in the way that we get stuff about other people. Kimberly is hogging up all the time. But what does Leighton like to do? Like, what is Leighton's like thing? Like, we know Whitney plays soccer. Bella likes comedy. We know Kimberly is really, really smart. And we know all her troubles going through school. What is Leighton doing? Like, I just feel like the closeted storyline wasn't great. But I love Leighton. Oh my gosh. Like I said, Leighton grew. Those last 2 episodes of Leighton and Kimberly, like, Leighton, you're a star. Leighton, you will always be famous over here. Okay, let's get into Whitney. And the award for most boring storyline, believe it or not, even though I didn't love the Leighton and Alicia storyline, I hated the soccer storyline even more. There's been strife because everyone says the man who plays the soccer coach is ugly, and like, I don't want to be mean, but like, but you know what? That was cleared up in the end. I love the fact that in the end, they showed that he was creepy, because from jump, I was like, this man is weird. Like, why are you trying to bag little girls? Like, she's 18 years old, you loser. So I love the fact that it was treated like that in the end. So I guess all's well that ends well, but I hated that storyline. The only reason why I hated that storyline is because we rarely get like brown skin to dark skin girl representation, and like we get it here with Whitney, and she's over here being preyed on by the soccer coach, and I'm just like, is there more? Is there more? I did not like that storyline, but Whitney, you are fantastic to me. I love Whitney. I love the way Whitney plays Whitney. I love how Whitney seems like so comfortable with herself when she's around the other girls. Like, she's funny. She's funny. The things that she says when she's like in the group with them, and like, oh my gosh, and the Whitney and Leighton relationship, I loved it. Like I said, what I love about how they built the relationships in this show is it shows their progression. You see what they go through together, and you're like, that's why you guys are friends now. Like, it didn't happen too soon. I know a lot of people are upset that Leighton is nice now, but I don't think that's a bad thing, because you see why. Like, she knew what was going on with Whitney. She helped out Bella. The stuff with Kimberly, like at the restaurant, she's going through something with each of these girls, so it makes sense for why she likes them now. You get what I'm saying? I just want Leighton to have a better storyline. But yeah, award for worst storyline goes to the soccer coach to me. They were lying in my fucking face, and they thought I was boo-boo the fucking fool, thinking I'm gonna believe that this soccer coach is cute. He was not cute, but you know what? That could work into the narrative, because you know, when you 18 years old and an old ass man is trying to give you play, if you want to believe, because you're like, oh my gosh, he likes me. So I can see what Mindy Kaling was maybe trying to do there. But that brings me to the next thing, and this is where I said me and Mindy Kaling fundamentally disagree, and it'll bring me into Whitney and Kanan. There's too many white men on this show. There is too many white men on this show. And I say that to say, your diverse cast means nothing to me if their partners are all going to be white people. That means nothing to me, when they had Whitney with the white man from Jump and he happened to be the soccer player, I could have broke my TV. I'm like, get rid of these white, there are too many white men. And then when you get to the last episode, Bella about to be with a white man. I'm like, Mindy, I know you like white men. Mindy Kaling, you love you some white men, but can you spare the rest of us? Can you spare the rest of us your white man fantasies? We don't want to see them. Like, come on. Come on, like there's too many white men, but we did get to eat. I love Kanan and Whitney. Okay, we'll get into Kanan. Kanan, to me, top 2 character. What I love about Kanan is you haven't really seen Mindy Kaling write too many young black characters in her show, especially black men. And so I was scared. I was scared about the Kanan character. I was very, very, very afraid. But Mindy Kaling delivered on Kanan. What I love about Kanan's character is it's multidimensional. He works with Kimberly. He likes Whitney. You see him at parties. He has his own group of black friends. Like, he has things going on. Like, that is why sometimes when it comes to love interest on like younger shows, the love interest ain't got no business. They ain't got no business at being up your ass all goddamn day. What I love about this show is the love interests are doing other things. They're doing things outside of each other. And maybe that's what I didn't like about the Alicia storyline. It didn't seem like Alicia was doing much outside of the women's center. Like, it seemed like she really wanted Leighton down, and I'm like, girl, get some business. Get some business. Oh, and Alicia was nasty as hell for that little Bumble or whatever the hell dating app they're on. It's talking about no closeted girls. Like, don't be nasty. Don't be nasty. Don't be nasty, because we can have a conversation about being in the closet another day, but being in the closet is not, like I said, a character flaw. It's not something that makes you unworthy of love. And that's another thing. And also, Alicia don't have to be with somebody who's in the closet. It's an interesting conversation, but it's also like, I want Leighton to have another storyline. I don't know. I don't know. But Alicia, you was nasty for that, because Leighton didn't deserve that. Like, you could have just been on the dating app and you could have been, dude, don't be putting no closeted girls. Like, go to hell. Anyways, back to Kanan. So word on the street is Kanan and Kimberly might get together. Go to hell. Mindy Kaling, if you give me a swirl relationship, you might lose me. Y'all know I am so sick and damn tired of swirl relationships on TV. Put Kanan with a black girl. Put Kanan, I don't care if you have to introduce another black girl. Put Kanan with a black girl. Put Whitney with a black guy. There is so little black. And here's the thing. Usually black girls will be with black girls and black dudes will be with black girls, or like when the show is just all black, the show is just a show about black people. But when there is a show with mixed company, white, everything, usually they always do give the black people an interracial relationship. And I'm just like, why? Why can't black people just be together? Like, give black people black love interests. Like, when Whitney and Kanan were kissing in the room, it was so good to see. It was so good to see. Like, it's like, because you just seeing it made me realize how rare it is to have a show that's not all black people, but there's still like black relationship. It's so rare to see that. So no. Don't play with me, Mindy Kaling. Like, I do fight. Don't make me spit. Don't make me spit. Like, I need it. I need Kanan to be with the black girl. But I love Kanan. Whitney needs a better storyline, but she's still my sister. She's still my sister. Let's get on Nico real quick. Like I said, I love Nico, and I meant to tell you, I'm sticking by Nico. Even though Nico might be nasty as hell and what he did to my girl Kimberly, I'm sticking by him. Can I stick by him? Will y'all allow me to stick by him? Because I'm sticking by him. Bella's story arc was fine to me. I feel like Bella might be a Mindy Kaling insert. She's very hypersexual and all of those things, which is giving the Mindy Project. It's giving the Mindy Project. It's giving The Office, Mindy's character on The Office. That's what it's giving. But I enjoyed Bella. I enjoyed Bella the most in the group dynamic. Once again, the acting, amazing. Like, you could just tell the person who plays Bella really, like, she seemed like she cared about the girls. Like, it just really felt genuine every time. Like, she was just a good friend to have. One of those, if you gone to college, she was one of those people you want to be your friend freshman year, because she'll always keep you in some mess, and that's what you want to be in college. I'm so sorry, you want to be in mess. I loved her. I loved her. I loved her. I love Bella. So if I was ranking the girls would go Kimberly, Whitney, Leighton, Bella. What? No, I love Bella. I can't rank them. I know Kimberly's my favorite. Kimberly is my favorite. I love when Kimberly is on screen. Whitney, I just love Whitney as a character. I feel like we don't really get characters like Whitney too often. Leighton, I want to have more depth. So maybe Kimberly, Bella, Whitney, Leighton, I don't know. Anyways, back to Miss Bella. So Bella is going out for the Cotillion, which is this a prestigious little writing group that has like spawned all types of comedy writers who have gone on to write for SNL and all types of things. And I actually like that. I like that she wanted, she was doing something different. I enjoyed it. How did I feel about the storyline? So you have evil Evan Peters, who is sexually assaulting all of the girls at the Cotillion. How do I feel about that? And I see what they did there, because you have a hypersexual Bella who comes to college and is like, I want all these sexual experiences. And her first like sexual experience really is her being like sexually assaulted, or her using sex to further herself when she gave hand jobs to all the people at the Cotillion to get them to read her pieces. And so I actually enjoy what they're trying to do with that type of storyline. But is there more? Is there more? And this is just the first season. Who am I? I want more for Bella's character. I want more depth for Bella's character. And I don't want her to be with that Eric guy. I feel like Eric is a BJ Novak like insert. I could be lying the same way I could be lying about Bella being a Mindy Kaling insert. But it feels like Eric is like this BJ Novak like insert. And I don't want it. I don't want her with that man. I do not. I actually want the whole possible Cotillion thing to now be like a side part, like the comedy now to be a side part of Bella's life, like just a facet of her life, and she can go do other things. She can go do other things as well. I don't want her to be bogged down in this like all girls comedy group for the whole time. The way that the whole sexual assault thing was handled was fine. I have nothing to call home for. Like, was it handled great? No. I did like the other girls, like Cotillion, where Bella's like, I think I silenced her, because a lot of people do. That's a great conversation, how you kind of lie about your experiences because you're like, I don't want to put myself out there, but by doing that, you hurt other people. You think you're not hurting people by staying silent, but you are, because you could be silencing other people. Love that. Sherry Shepherd as Yvette, Whitney's mom. Excellent. I have to stand. Sherry Shepherd, you will always be famous. I love her character. I love how the side characters are so multi-dimensional. The best side character on the show is Miss Lila at the damn coffee shop. Funny as hell. If they wanted to really put her into the fold and really start being a part of the group, I would not mind. I would not mind her just showing, like, it's just so funny. Jocelyn is hilarious. That scene where Nico and Leighton are arguing and the girls are like, I didn't hear anything, and Jocelyn, like, she comes by, she's like, girl, I heard it in the bathroom. Funny. Like, the comedy here is so freaking funny. Like, to me, I can't believe it, but two of my favorite shows of the year are HBO Max shows. When I do my list of my favorite shows of the year, this is going to appear. I love this so much. Willow on the soccer team, excellent. Like, I just love how it's hitting the beats other shows do, but better. And like, it's giving, like, it just feels, Mindy Kaling put her foot, and you can tell Mindy Kaling has had time to hone her craft. I could do for a little bit more black people, more black dudes, and more black girls, please. I would like a few more black dudes to come into the fold. I don't want Kanan to only be the only black guy who's in the main cast. Yeah, overall, love it. I love it. I love it. I have nothing else to say. Sex Lives of College Girls is just, it was so good. It was so good. I'm so sad the season is over. Chill out with the whole 10 episodes of a 28-minute show. Like, Like, what are y'all doing? Who are y'all playing with? Like, give the girls 15 episodes. Give the girls 15 episodes. Like, stop playing a fucking round. Like, it is so good. This has filled my Generation void. Now that Generation got canceled on HBO Max, this has filled that void for me. Like, I love it. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I'm gonna finish my makeup look and I'll come back. Hold up. Anyways, you guys, that is the end of the video. If you have not watched the sex lives of college girls, you should go over and watch it. It's a bit too excellent. Don't be over dragging me about my comments on the girls, because I know how y'all like to tussle, but I will not be participating. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. If you want to see more of me, I do Vlogmas every single day over on my Patreon. New video every single day over on my Patreon. We talk about all the mess. Love you guys, and peace.